What would you tell someone watching this on the fence?
I'll tell someone that's watching this on the fence that go past your fears to make your dreams become a reality. Don't let the things that are bouncing around in your head or your heart or your past stop you from being all you can be.
Okay. And what would you say to yourself 90 days ago?
I would say to myself 90 days ago, you got this. You're going to be amazing. You're going to be a multimillionaire. You're going to change lives. You're going to change the world.
And in one sentence, what did LTA do for you?
LTA helped make my dreams come a reality.
Was there a moment you almost didn't move forward?
Yes, definitely. There was a moment where, based on where I'm stationed here with my business, insurance was quite expensive. And that almost caused me to pause, back to speaking about fear. And that almost caused me to stop in my tracks. But Mr. Parker at LTA encouraged me along, and I kept going, and here we are.
Okay. What expectations did you have going into it?
So going into it, my expectations were to be a good servant, follower, servant leader of someone who's established, being able to listen and learn from their experience so that I can be successful, staying humble, staying hungry, staying disciplined, consistent, focused, so that I can be successful.
Okay. Walk us through the first 30 days of the program.
So the first 30 days of the program were seeing where you are. So Mr. Parker, LTA has an amazing blueprint, and that blueprint is quite exhaustive and quite extensive. So it's about finding out where you are in that journey, and it'll meet you where you are and get you going from there. So the first 30 days for me was establishing the foundation, your licensing, your websites, your permits, insurance, all of the, again, foundational things that a lot of people like to overlook or jump to, revenue and making money and being a millionaire without paying attention to things, foundational things that need to be in place prior to. So a lot of conversations, a lot of checks and balances, a lot of time on the phone, a lot of proof and showing where you're at, what you're doing. And also from LTA and Mr. Parker actually showing the success plan as well.
When did it hit you that this was a real business?
It hit me so 2 weeks in when I was able to purchase my 2025 Cadillac Escalade. When I purchased that and drove it off the lot, that's when it hit me square in the face. That's a real business, not from a negative standpoint, from an excitement standpoint, and it was go time.
What would you say was the hardest part of the deal, and how did you overcome it?
Hardest part was actually acquiring the insurance, finding someone to provide insurance for me in the state, and just stay consistent, stay positive. LTA was definitely encouraging me along the way, helping to provide resources as well. And probably 2 weeks after I purchased the vehicle, I was able to secure commercial insurance and haven't looked back since.
Okay. How has the journey changed your mindset as an owner?
So the journey has changed my mindset as an owner from the standpoint of initially thinking of myself, or you're so busy with the day-to-day that a lot of times you get trapped into the operating side, the driving, interacting with clients, and things of that nature. LTA and Mr. Parker, remember that earlier on as well, driving home, that I'm an owner-operator. So it's intentional that as I do what I do, and interact with clients and build my business and network and do other things behind the scenes, I remember it's embedded in my DNA that I am an owner. I'm an entrepreneur owner, and I'm destined to scale and be successful and continue to grow on purpose.
Would you say this has changed your confidence or how you see people?
Definitely has changed my confidence in how I see people and how I interact with people. From, like, again, networking, interacting with other business owners, my client base. You have to have a certain amount of confidence about you to interact with them and to present yourself as someone that they would deem trustworthy to procure your services. So the way I talk, interact, handle my business, conduct my business is all about confidence.
Okay. What would you say is your proudest moment in the first 90 days?
Proudest moment in the first 90 days would be securing a contract with a national affiliate that connects me to executive and corporate contracts and interaction with different business professionals. That's definitely my crown and jewel so far.
What's the biggest return on this investment besides money?
Biggest return on this investment besides money is the growth for me as an individual, as a man, as a business owner, as a father. It permeates throughout not just the business arena, but throughout my family, my marriage. Again, as a father, it's forcing me to grow in a positive way. It's expanding my borders, my lid. I'm able to dream and envision and see things and become things that I had not even thought before that was possible.
And where do you see this business in the next year?
In the next year, I see this business for me having probably around 3 to 5 cars and being somewhere close to hopefully $1 million of revenue, gross revenue, year.
How did LTA prepare you to scale, not just start?
So LTA prepared me to scale and not just start because of the blueprint, the systems that Mr. Parker has so painstakingly and wonderfully put in place. So he's walked this journey, he's walked this path, he's incurred the ups and downs, and he's identified the mines, if you will, so that it makes it easier. This is hard work, so it's not a free journey. But he's done the hard work for you in terms of the operations and the system. So if you lock in, follow it, be disciplined, be consistent, you will be successful.
So what would you tell someone watching this who's on the fence?
I would tell someone who's watching this that was on the fence that don't let fear stop you. So there's good fear and there's bad fear. So bad fear will stop you in your tracks, cause you not to move, seize you. Good fear will cause you to move forward in wisdom and being wise. So having an organization like LTA, Mr. Parker as a coach and mentor, that's wisdom, and that will address some of the thoughts and things that may come across your mind and your path of success in this particular industry. The blueprint works, and you follow it, you will be successful.
Is that something that you would tell yourself 90 days ago?
90 days ago, I would definitely tell myself that I would be successful. 90 days ago, walking past the fear, again, I'll go back to Mr. Parker through that journey. He was very encouraging, definitely saw more of me than I saw in myself 90 days ago. So it was very significant for me to have a coach and mentor that saw my potential, that believed in me, that poured into me, and that encouraged me, challenged me, and in a healthy way to grow and become more than I could even think, hope, or imagine. So 90 days ago, I definitely was motivated and felt that I would be successful. The how part I was not so sure on, and then the challenges, as I was made known, were part of the journey, and that definitely made things more plausible and digestible for me, and encouraged me to keep going. So 90 days ago, I would definitely tell myself that I believed I'd be successful, but now I believe I'm going to be even more successful, and my scalability is even far greater than I had imagined.
In one sentence, what would you say LTA did for you?
One sentence. LTA helped make my dreams a reality. Helped me see and become more than I again could ever hope, thought, or imagine.
All right, so tell me your first and last name.
Lamar Jackson.
Okay. And before LTA, where were you mentally and professionally?
Before LTA, mentally and professionally, I was doing well. Just recently had lost my mom who had passed, so I was recuperating from that, from being her caregiver, and was looking to start entrepreneurial endeavor. And that's where I was.
What made you realize it was time to build something of your own?
My youngest kid just left home, is in college now, and just realized something I wanted to establish and build a legacy for my family, for my children's children, that I can turn over and hand over to them and be a blessing.
Okay. Did you have any doubts or fear when you first started?
Definitely had some doubts and fears, more fear of failure, fear of the unknown, fear of not knowing what I don't know. So definitely getting out there and getting started was more like the analysis paralysis for me, so overanalyzing, over researching, over studying, versus just getting out there and get going.
Okay. And why the luxury transportation business?
So luxury transportation business I chose, again, I refer back to when I was caretaker for my mother, started a non-medical emergency transportation business. And when she passed away last year, I enjoyed the transportation aspect of it, served clients, being professional, disciplined. So I just kind of transitioned from there and stumbled into the luxury side of it, and did some research, and that's kind of how I chose that particular avenue.
Okay. What would you say you've learned so far?
I learned so far is, one of the biggest things I've learned so far is systems and operations. Preparation will make you successful. If you're prepared, you put in your time, your homework, you have a good mentor, a good coach, you will be confident, you will be successful, and you will constantly be ready.
Okay. What made you choose LTA and Dr. Parker?
So I chose LTA and Dr. Parker. Again, I fancy myself as a big researcher, and I spent quite a lot of time researching, and I could not find anyone or anywhere that was actually providing coaching or schooling or some type of program for a luxury transportation operator owner. And I stumbled upon Dr. Parker at LTA and reached out and connected with him and had several calls. And once I met with him, I was hooked. So